My name is Snyder, and I'm a professor of chemical and environmental engineering here at the University of Arizona in Tucson. We have two primary functions here at the university. One is education of new generations of leaders in environmental sustainability. Specifically, we conduct research on water and the provision of safe and sustainable water through advanced technologies. In both education and research, our goal is to achieve safe and sustainable water for both public and environmental needs. Generally, we're looking at harvesting of alternative water resources such as recycled water or water from the ocean and converting that into fresh potable water. Because we have such a broad array of research instruments, the Agilent platforms cover a diversity of topics that we need, from ICP-MS for inorganic species to the quadruple time of flight for unknowns. The Agilent platforms have given us a wide range of abilities. Some of the applications that we've pioneered are the use of in vitro genetically engineered cell lines, which allow us to look at complex mixtures in water. We're trying to understand how these mixtures interact and whether or not they're toxic to human cells or to aquatic organism cells. And the subsequent part of that research is to identify what chemicals were present within that complex mixture that have caused that observed toxicity. And to do that, we utilize instruments like the quadrupole time of flight, which allows us to look at molecular composition and identify compounds that previously we would not have known about.
As a former chemist in a water treatment facility doing water quality testing, I realized, and the company has come to realize, the importance of providing good analytical solutions for this market segment. And Dr. Snyder has the expertise and the samples and the knowledge to help us provide additional solutions for our customers for these emerging contaminants.
Well, I'm honored that for the next 5 years I am a visiting professor at the National University of Singapore and working specifically in the NUS Environmental Research Institute, or NERI. Because the NERI laboratory at the National University of Singapore has common analytical technologies from Agilent, it allows us to better facilitate the exchange of students, staff, and research ideas between the two institutions.
Our goal is to help to engage leading scientists with our platforms and solutions to help accelerate research and its commercialization for the betterment of the society and to protect human health.
We are indeed very pleased to have this sort of partnership with Agilent. As you can see here, the spectrum of equipment we have happens to be very broad range, from NMR, MRI to some of the mass specs, some of the equipments that can be used for biological purpose. So it helps us tremendously. It's not just looking into analytics. We can use some of this equipment to look into potential health effects. We can look into biological systems. We can analyze them using the original parent samples. We can look into the metabolites, and this would help us tremendously to solve some of the potential challenges we face.
Agilent is very proud of the fact that within this whole value chain of the environmental industry, that we can provide high-level technologies to provide measurement to allow people like Dr. Snyder to find that next contaminant. So we're very proud of the fact that actually we are part of this large value chain, and an important part of this value chain, to be able to help this industry.
Well, our ultimate goal is to contribute to the development of technologies and techniques that ensure water safety and sustainability at a global scale. Right now, the world's population continues to grow rapidly and is stressing the limited water resources. We've seen epic hurricanes and droughts across the world, which makes it more difficult for people to access safe water. The instrumentation that we have allows us to better characterize those waters, pioneer new treatment technologies, and better ensure public safety. But beyond all the instrumentation that we work with, the people at Agilent have made the biggest difference. These experts are literally the top of their subject matter in the world, and we found them to be personable and professional and willing to work with us, and that's made all the difference to our research group.